first facet is prayer, not just for our own spiritual protection, but also so that they can begin to push back what's going on spiritually inside that region. Putting our faith into action by going to the areas where the church has really overlooked people. Right now is we are discipling young leaders, and we're also inviting other people of what society would call the degenerate to come alongside and go ahead and get discipled. You know what? If the word church is going to hinder you, then we'll throw out the word church. Come to the training center. But I'll tell you something, when you come to the training center, you're going to learn about Jesus. They help with development through micro-enterprise, development through agriculture, development through education seminars, and even health seminars. It means that you have a generation of young people who get out of the militia but are never able to have a normal life again. We want to create a rehabilitation program and a reintegration program for these children to go into.
We've been given land in a former IDP camp, meaning internally displaced people, basically refugees inside of their own country. And these IDPs have realized that they can't return to their remote villages, so their IDP camps have now become permanent settlements. Right now we're in the process of designing the blueprints and the missionary compound. It's right next to a football pitch, or a soccer field as we say in the United States, and it's going to be a center that really draws the community together to give them a sense of ownership, a sense of development, a sense of self-worth that they're contributing to the advancement of their society.
And as the community continues to get involved with the training center, they'll also be able to attend the services and go through the discipleship, because that's part of how you can be a part of the community center or the training center, is by being involved in the certain classes, which are discipleship classes.
This ministry and training center will cost about $25,000 for the initial first investment into this building. This building, as we mentioned earlier, will be about 25 feet by 45 feet, and then there will be also a compound wall, and then there will be some drip irrigation gardens and some small agriculture projects that will take place on the property.
The African village, it was a structure that was ordained by God, and by building the African village community, they themselves can do things for themselves, and they can be self-sufficient. And when the African community realizes who they are in Christ, and they begin to act out according to the way Christ acts, they will see their nation change.